I'm Ben Hooper, and this is Weekend Odds and Ends, a special Friday edition of the UPI Odd News Minute for July 11th, 2025. Welcome to Weekend Odds and Ends, our weekly roundup of the missed odd-portunities that didn't quite make this week's podcasts. First up, security cameras were recording at an Ohio community center when a small child climbed into a claw machine and became stranded among the stuffed animals. Surveillance footage from the Mason Community Center shows the moment the child looks into the prize door and climbs inside, with a volunteer only noticing as the boy's legs disappear into the machine. Police and EMS were summoned to the July 7th incident and brought the machine inside the building to be partially disassembled. The child, who was not injured, was reunited with his mother, whom he presented with a new stuffed animal. Moving on from a lesson for a young boy to learn to another potential cause for concern, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation is investigating whether there is a cougar on the loose, after a resident's home security camera captured video of a large feline in Rochester. Stephanie Bays posted a video to Facebook showing the animal that passed through her family's Rochester yard about 4 a.m. Wednesday. DEC investigators visited the scene and said measurements indicate that there might indeed be a mountain lion on the loose in the area. DEC officials said, "If this is actually a cougar, given the location within city limits, it is most likely not a wild cat that arrived to the region on its own, but rather a cat that was previously captive, possibly as an illegal pet." New York was once home to a species of mountain lion called the eastern cougar, but the animals were declared extinct by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in 2011, 73 years after the last confirmed sighting in 1938. Speaking of claws and paws, a pair of bears with an apparent taste for live music joined the crowds of people waiting to get into a concert at Colorado's iconic Red Rocks Amphitheater. Fans waiting to get into the Russ show featuring Big Sean and Sabrina Claudio, appropriately part of the Into the Wild Tour 2025, spotted the two playful Bruins lingering outside the venue in Morrison. Red Rocks employee John Amundsen snapped a photo of one of the bears walking around a corner toward a line of people waiting to get inside. Amundsen said the bears did not act aggressive or threatening, saying, "They were very relaxed, not skittish, very playful with each other. They walked across the road, didn't run. As you can see, all the people in the background didn't seem to bother the bears too much. It was an awesome sight, that's for sure." And finally, a Cabrales cheese aged in a cave for 10 months received top marks in a competition in Spain and earned a Guinness World Record when it was auctioned for $42,232. The cheese, created by Angel Diaz Herrero Cheese Factory, was sold by the Regulatory Council DOP Cabrales in Australia, Spain, and purchased by restaurant El Laguar del Calato. Guinness World Records declared the dairy delicacy to be the most expensive cheese sold at auction. The cheese hit the auction block after the Regulatory Council DOP Cabrales named it Best Cheese of the competition. The pricey cheese, weighing in at 5 pounds, was made with cow's milk and aged for 10 months in the Los Mazos cave, which is nearly 5,000 feet above sea level. For these stories and more national, international, sports, entertainment, science, and odd news from United Press International, visit UPI.com. Follow the UPI Odd News Minute on YouTube and TikTok. What's your favorite kind of cheese? Tell us about it in the comments.